Hi, I'm Wanda with Jimmy Branch Homestead, and today we're doing an early fall cleanup in the garden. What I want to do is clean up everything that is done. This first section was yellow squash and zucchini. My zucchini didn't do anything. The squash bugs got to everything. We did get quite a bit off of it before that happened, but I want to get all that cleaned up. My banana peppers are done. Of course, the broccoli and the cabbage is done. And these terrible looking Amish tomatoes over here are also done. So I want to at least get the raised bed garden here cleaned up. So let's get started. Okay. My husband's working on my wheelbarrow. In the meantime, I'm trying to improvise with my garden wagon, and I put a little piece of plywood in the bottom. Hopefully that works. A lot of this is falling apart, so I don't want to drag it all over the yard. And that's Hawk you hear in the background. Your squash vines are really prickly, that's why I'm wearing gloves. Now this bed, I want to prepare because I have a bunch more strawberries that are up behind my house in a level garden that I have outside the back door. And I want to get that emptied and move it. So I'm hoping to get the strawberries transplanted into this bed when I get it cleaned out. That won't be today though. The other reason I want to get all this out, it helps to keep the squash bugs from overwintering here. I think they all pretty much went into my other part of the garden. They really destroyed where my pumpkins and watermelon was. Luckily those are done. I'll have to come back and clean up the ground later with a broom. Now these two are green peppers. I'm going to go ahead and leave them for a while. Peppers usually keep going until frost. Okay, coming down the row. Whoops. Take that turn wider. Okay, next is my banana peppers. Couple little things. Those peppers I was going to keep only had like one small pepper on them and no blooms. So most of them I'm taking up. There is one that has several peppers on it still, so I'll leave that one. I'll bring him along. Of course, I want to keep as much of the good soil in the bed as I can. That's why I'm shaking them off so hard. Right now I'm going to leave the marigolds. They just look so pretty for the fall color. It's in the 90s today with high humidity, so it's really hot out here. There is a little breeze when it blows, it's nice, but, and it's 20 to 5 in the afternoon, so. Oh boy, I think my flower grew into my cage here. So that bed's taken care of except for a couple of bell pepper plants and the marigolds. And there's still lots of blooms coming and buds on the marigolds. I really enjoy seeing them when I'm out here working in the garden. So I'm going to leave those for now. Next up is the broccoli bed. Oh, this is kale. The first part's kale here. So the first bed, I'm going to be planting strawberries in. And this bed, when I get it all cleaned up, I'll cover it with weed blocks so it doesn't get a bunch of weeds in it over the winter and early spring before I'm ready to plant. All of this stuff is going to go to a burn pile because I had problems with worms and bugs. We grow organically here this year. I mean every year. So I don't want to put that in my compost and have a lot of eggs go in. This bed is cabbage. But I think my wagon is as full as I can get it. It's almost 5 o'clock, so I'm going to run in and start dinner. Hopefully it won't be raining and I can finish cleaning these up after dinner or while dinner's in the oven. Well, I got dinner in the oven and it's getting pretty dark out here. So I may have to grab the camera and run if it starts raining. But I'm really hoping to get the cabbage part out of the garden too. So I already pulled a couple in this one. I did come back and straighten out those first two beds that we cleaned out. I just kind of smoothed them over where I pulled out all the plants and straightened out the watering system. So those are ready to replant. Okay. Let's see how quickly we can get this stuff out. Some of this will pull out super easy. This was cauliflower that just did not do well this year. Oh, can't even see me. Just realized you couldn't see me. Okay. There we go. Now you should be able to see me. Oh, I hear thunder. Now this bucket of cabbage still looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it.
It's coming, dear.
Yep, I hear it.
They say 60 mile per winds with golf ball to baseball. I gotta go make room for it.
Well, my husband just told me we have golf ball hail size coming, and the thunder's right there. So
60 mile an hour for winds.
60 mile an hour plus winds. So I'm going to have to call it here, folks. If you're enjoying this type of video, please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share our videos on your social media. It's the best way you can help our channel to grow. Thank you so much for watching. Jimmy Branch Homestead.